Aloha air signs. I'm so happy you decided to join me today. I have a love reading for you. If you're busy looking for love or even passively looking for love, you'll know if this is your story, if it resonates with the characters that I pulled on the cards. It is a you and them spread, and we're going to cover your energy, their energy, the energy you share between each other at this time, and how will you meet if you haven't met your person yet. That might be something you might want to look at. And we're just going to cover how you complement, strengths, weaknesses, advice, and outcome. Probable or possible outcome. Remember, nothing is set in stone. Energy is fluid. Palo Santo. Ooh, I like to mix it up with sage and Palo Santo. All right, friends, let's get started. So the first card I pulled for you to represent your energy. I know this is an air sign reading, but this is the card that came out. So whether you have heavy fire or lion energy in your chart, your birth chart, astrologically, this is your energy. You're courageous, you're determined. And next was 888. Ooh, infinity 3 times over. That's a great number. It's abundant. So this is where you are. You are in an abundant space. It says new opportunities and abundance are coming. And then this card fell out after. Okay, but I only was going to have 3 cards, but then this card was behind it. So sudden wealth, hey, that's not too bad. Apparently you're in a really good place. It might be a result of a court, something in court. All right, so your person's energy, first card out was Terene. She's like Cinderella. Look at her. She's very earthy and grounded and loving and nurturing. She's the kind of girl you would leave your child with, and she would be so good and sweet, watching over your child and the squirrels and everything else. That's Terene. So your person's in that energy, as well as they have to wear many hats, different roles they're playing in their life. And then they got this one. So I'm not going to actually read it as a false person because there's no other cards within this spread that even shows there's anything like that going on. I'm just going to look at it as somebody's watching somebody else, kind of like alluring. There's somebody watching somebody from a distance, kind of thing, in their energy. The energies that you both share at this time was the Queen of Wands, or Queen of Fire, which I found was quite interesting considering there's a mate here, there's a couple. So, and then came out Profound Lessons, 999. Ooh, Pink Moon. Ooh, look at that color. That's what that looks like. It says that you're both in the energy of completing a cycle. So it's not complete yet, it's almost. And you're both mature. There's a mature woman that came out, which I thought was really cool because in the fire sign reading, they had mature man in the exact same spot. So I was like, well, you're both mature. Okay, so the next thing is, how will you meet in person? If you have not met your person yet, the first card out was Galahad. And he was the one that found the grail. He's a knight with lofty ideas. Look, he's in the clouds. He makes a sacrifice. He wants something. He goes after it. And it's usually something like dreamy. See the clouds. But he's willing to do the work. So how would that apply to how you meet? I think that whenever you have something, a lofty goal, something you're going after, it's just going to happen naturally. But it came out with these cards. This is funny. So dreaming. Maybe you'll meet in your dreams first. Or on a mushroom trip. Take it how it applies. There's mushrooms in this picture. Okay, so how will you meet? You could meet at an art class or workshop. See this picture? He's looking at a painting. So take it how it applies to your situation. If you are into art or museums or something like that, you might meet there. It's a possibility. Okay, so how will you complement each other? So I pulled cards for you and them. And the first card out for you, you are like the garden. Very tempting, alluring, beautiful, flowers, abundant. You smell good. With shelter. There's something alluring about that. Mysterious, a red umbrella. Red, passion. And then she came out. And this lady is alluring. And that's what the garden stands for, is somebody who just smells sweet like flowers, perhaps. Your person is in the energy of, whoa, what happened? They're in their head all over the place, scattered energy. The wind is blowing their cape in every direction. They don't know which way's up. Oh, sad to say. There's a crossroads too. This card in the book, it's so educational because it talks about how back in the old days they would bury the witches and people that were a little off at the crossroads so that their spirit would get confused and not know where to go, so they couldn't go back to their normal hideout or wherever they lived when they lived. I thought that was such a silly story. I just wanted to share it. Okay, so they're in this all over energy at the moment. So that may be the the negative side, because this is the looking at the positive and the negative. Positive, let's see, next card was this one, smoke and vision. So perhaps they are into some kind of vision work. You never know. Either that, or the negative side would be they can't see through the smoke. Clarity, they need clarity. All right, and then they have courtship. So on a positive note, I think this would be where they're actually looking for a partner or mate. Maybe they are getting ready, just as you are. On a negative side, it would be like, hey, they might have commitment issues. Yeah, it's hard to say at this point. We'll have to pull more cards and see. Okay, so the challenge that I pulled out a couple more cards. The challenge was, this one is like Ethra. She is thoughts and mystical in between. She's in between dimensions, connected to the parts we can't see, the visions, the secrets. Because it's interesting, what came out next was hidden knowledge. So the challenge in this situation is there's something, a pearl, a treasure that's been hidden. And it's unaware, maybe to either one of you. It's like some part of this relationship that represents a challenge at the moment. And then message of concern. So somebody might be going through something kind of difficult at this time, which would be a challenge to meeting. And then Two of Pentacles. I wanted clarity. I wanted more cards. So I pulled a fourth one, and it was balancing. And look, there's the number 8. Ooh, that might be significant on how you meet in the 8th month, 8 weeks. Take it how it applies, how you feel it might apply. Advice, outcome. All right, so you got some good cards here. I believe the first one out I pulled was protection. So you're protected, your person's protected, your relationship, if it's something you signed up for before you were born, is protected. And it comes with some change. This isn't an easy change. This is kind of actually hard. It's almost like the ending, there's an ending, and then all of a sudden it's a new beginning. Change is natural good, and yes, it can hurt. I don't know how that applies, maybe being forced to change something when you really, really don't want to is very, very uncomfortable. But that is the outcome, is that when you do come together with your person, there will be change. And it may not be easy, but it comes with this. So this is pretty positive. So I'm not going to read that change as a bad change. I'm going to read it as a good change, as the outcome. And then Four of Wands. And this card I pulled lastly, and this one represents foundation, celebration. Sometimes in the traditional tarot, it shows a couple dancing at their wedding. So that is an outcome. Now remember, everything is fluid. Energy is fluid. Nothing's set in stone. We're gonna pull some more cards. That was just the ones I pulled before we started to give me a foundation. I wanna know what you need to focus on today. What's the challenge today that you need to focus on in your life? Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna pull from this Akashic Records card. I'm gonna pull a card. The Ascent. Ah, you gotta focus on the climb up the mountain. Lofty ideals. Remember, you had Galahad. He was in your how will you meet your person. You're gonna meet your person at the top after you overcome something. You have to climb. It's a hard work. It's ascending. Bottom of the deck. This one wants to come out almost every reading. Somebody's dug themselves out of the karmic trench, or they still are. So I'm thinking, taking these two together, that the ascent meant you came from here, you started at the bottom and you made your way to the top, and you left the karmic trench behind, and you aspire to higher ideals in your life. All right, so let's find some more cards. I would just want to pull some more cards. Do we have anything else that we want to look at in this situation? Let's just pull another card for where or how you might meet. I want to pull from the Everyday Witch Tarot. I'm just curious if it has. Ace of Wands. How you might meet. There's that color orange and some fiery passion, new beginnings. Look at that. There are scrolls in the air, books. There's a paint. I see the easel right there, or the little palette, I should say, not easel. That's not correct. And there's a pen, there's a book, and there's writing, and there's a fire. So you might even meet at a fire, like a camp or something. I don't know, maybe a retreat or something where people gather around a fire, dance. Okay, so that was a clarifier I wanted to pull on that. Okay, so let's, there's something else I just want to know. All right, so we asked what you need to focus on. Let's see, what else do we want to know? Okay, so what would it look like if with the energy of the two of you? What would your relationship look like energetically when you come together? Let's pull a card on that one. That's a good question. I like asking questions. All right, let's see. What would your energy, the two of you, look like combined? Oh, nice. Seven of Pentacles, working on a project together, perhaps. Slowly building something. Look, she's got her garden, her grapes. She's got wine, she's got a book. Book is knowledge. This person has goals in the physical. So let's pull another one. Let's see, what else would it look like possibly? I want to pull from this Mystic Moon Spirit Love Oracles. Let's just see what the overall energy of the two of you together would look like. Well, you got Cosmic Web. There's a plan. Let's see. What else wants to come out? Let's pull from the Enchanted Forest. So that might be an interesting message for somebody, because the Cosmic Web, sometimes I read that like the connections we make. We know we are all connected, but I also read it as an internet card. So you might meet your person online. That might explain why there's somebody looking at somebody, because when you come together, it may be as a result of the internet. But whatever the case, there is a cosmic plan and we have to trust that. All right, let's get another card for the energy of this particular connection. Oh, I can't show you my cards, it doesn't work. Oh my, okay. 10 of spells, or it would be 10 of wands. There's a heavy burden. But in this card, it might look like somebody's staying up all the time. They were enchanted. They danced too long, they're tired, the spell wore off. How does that look energetically? That does not look like a positive card. Ooh, what the? Oh, but yeah, these cards flew out, and this is the wrong card in the deck. I was just shuffling. Pink flower. Ooh, that's pretty. Remember the allure? All right, so we're not going to read so much as the 10 of challenges negatively, because the cards, whoa, what they just did, they flew out off onto the table, which you could not see, and this card was shining. So I'm going to take it that as the energy of you guys together. Oh, what'd I do? Uh-oh, I lost my other card. Well, that happens sometimes. The one where there's 10 of burdens. So maybe it is something where it's not an easy relationship, or maybe you just both have a bunch of responsibilities and that's how it's gonna look. You know, take it how it applies, because I don't know. All right, so overall advice, let's pull a card from the mermaids. What does the mermaid melodies want you to focus on too at this moment? Oh, good one. Always get this one. Listen. The secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells. Listen to the shells on the seashore. Listen to the wind. We're going to have some challenges. Okay, so I'm going to just do a really quick recap on this. You might feel on top of the world. You might have gotten some lucky break with money. There's an abundance and opportunity coming your way if it hasn't already. And you're standing in a really good, powerful position right now. Your person that you're going to be looking for in the near future might be in this earthly, loving, nurturing, male or female. They may have just a soft side to them, love animals, babies, the children. Look, there's the moon in the background, or the sun. But it just, to me, it looks like the moon at night. She's just very sensual, probably goes outside and sits under the stars. She's got many roles she's playing, he or she, and somebody's watching somebody. Energies you both share, pretty cool, because you got like this kind of complementary energy going on. You're both in a complete cycle, 999, and you're both mature. All right, so you might meet someplace that involves books, writing, painting, creating something. Fire. After going after a lofty ideal. Maybe at a class, a workshop, painting, or a museum. You might meet them there. You might meet them in the dream state. Mushrooms. All right. Yeah, and you're pretty alluring, so you've got a lot going for you. These are all beautiful. Look at that red. Maybe you like to wear red, or maybe you drive a red car, or maybe you just have a lot of passion. Your person, they've got a little bit of, they're in the energy, not, you know, for or against them, a little confused, a little all over the place. They might have like gifts of vision, or they may just do like, you know, it's like sweat lodge, you know, they see smoke, but it's steam. They might be into the spiritual things. And I feel like they might be looking for love too. So that's what's going for and against you both and in this particular relationship. And this energy here is what your relationship would look like. Sweet. Connected by the World Wide Web, perhaps, or just the cosmic plan and the universe. You're not alone. You're always connected to your person. Depends. Some people are, some people aren't. It just depends. And then you have this going for you. Patience and abundance, grapes, and whichever you guys work on, you will harvest. So it's complementary if you ask me. Some of the challenges is there's hidden knowledge, something in the air, maybe you just not like the way somebody thinks. There might be somebody who might be opposed to relationships at first. Hard to say, but this might be the challenge. Message of concern. Maybe there's something that, you know, happening in the world or within the family dynamic that's affecting this situation, because there's going to be time that need the balance. There's going to be a need for balance. And outcome was amazing. Amazing. Protected. Seashell. Listen to the shell. The outcome was this, pretty much. Celebration, happy family home, foundations. Comes with a gift and change. Whoa. All right. I want to pull one last card and we're done. This card is What Can I Do Today? This is from the Cosmic Dancer. It's just a really easy oracle to pull from for the last closing advice for you, whoever's watching today. This is good. Be magnetized. Look at the colors. Ooh, so much light and beauty, like a flower. Okay, so advice for today is that perhaps you need to just magnetize. Like, let's see what this means in the deck here. It's a new oracle card deck. I don't really know what it means, be magnetized, but I'm feeling the need to read just some of it for you, just to give you more of a message from it. I want to know what it means. Besides the obvious, that is. All right, it says the magnetic desire you feel is divine in nature. The energy of attraction toward a path, person, hobby, place, practice, culture, or something else is what propels and perpetuates your growth and expansion. This card asks you to pay close attention to what you are naturally drawn toward. And then to move fearlessly in that direction. That was Galahad. Okay, so the story does make sense. Lofty, what is it that you love? Even if you don't understand or can't foresee where this compelling force of attraction is leading you, allow yourself to be driven by it and you will experience powerful alignment with your true purpose and path. So you're going to meet your person whenever you're in line with your purpose. What a beautiful message. I hope that everything works in your favor. Till we meet again, please like or subscribe, and I look forward to sharing with you again.